Yeah, Salaki about that. I received a phone call. But yeah, going back, I was just me and the brother Samak, we was just venting earlier about Babylon, really just crying out, so to speak, as we always do, you know what I mean? As well as you brothers and sisters, that are listening. We're all crying out. And guess what? Yahweh Shema Washai is hearing our cries. Let's prove that. It's just like that widow. Noah, look at the generations of old, where is it? I think it's... What is it? So like, bear with me. I think it's 35. God. This, yep. This Sirach Ecclesiasticus 35 and verse 13. Record. It says, he would not accept any person against a poor man, but will hear the poor, Salakia, but will hear the prayer of the oppressed, you see? And who's the oppressed? The Israelites, starting with the elect, starting with those of us that have been called into this truth and Lord will chosen, man. We the ones that's crying out, The Spirit had me to, mention to the brother Samat, like, we're really in a privileged position, in a blessed position, in fact, that we're, even crying out about these things, that the Lord put the Spirit on us to speak out against the wickedness of this place, to call out that wickedness, because if it was up to these people outside this council, we'll be here forever, man, because they don't see nothing wrong with how this place is being governed, man. These people really don't get it. They're in a destroyed state. They honestly believe that America was put here to last forever. And that's just not true, man. Thus saith the Lord. So we crying out against this place, man. Lord told us to set our face against Mount Seir and prophesy against it. You see? We telling all you people, starting with Esau, Edom, you elites, as well as you average American, we're telling you that this shit is over with. Yahweh Shema Washai is about to destroy this place. Ain't no going backwards. America's not buying more time, man. This shit is over with. It's too wicked. But continuing on, it says, where we at? Yep. So the Lord is hearing the prayers of the oppressed, man. Esau has literally worn out the saints, man. But continuing on, he will not despise the supplication of the fatherless, nor the widow when she poureth out her complaint. Exactly. So us complaining is a beautiful thing in the sights of Yahweh Shema Washai, because that shows that ultimately we not of this world, man. And those are the spirits that the Lord is concerned with, those who are not of this world. You see? But those who are crying out against this place, because we see when Yahweh Shema Washai's, ways aren't being followed, we see that nothing but chaos and confusion erupts, man. And ultimately, there is no peace. It says, do not the tears run down the widow's cheeks? And is not her cry against him that causeth them to fall? See, we've been caused to fall. Us being here in America causes us to fall from serving Yahweh Shema Shah perfectly. You see? Because everything around us is pure wickedness. From the clothes that we got on, to the things that we bathe with, the things that are put in your food, your water, the things that you see on your phone, your TV. We're in the valley of the shadow of death, man. But Esau Edom is the reason why we can't be perfect. Also due to this wicked flesh that the Lord put us in as a punishment. But Esau makes sure that we don't be able to serve the Lord because he's the devil. He corrupts everything around us and then turns around and accuses us to the Lord. But the elect are found blameless. You see? So it don't just end there. Yeah, everything fucked up around us, but it don't just stop there, man. There's a remnant that has, been raised up to return back to the old paths, man. Continuing on. He that serveth the Lord Yahweh Shema Shah shall be accepted with favor, and his prayer shall reach unto the clouds. You see? So the Lord is hearing our cries. He's hearing our complaints. You see? That's why the days are being shortened. You see? That's being done for the elect's sakes. And those of us that serving Yahweh Shema Shah, we're being accepted with favor, man. So the water Yahweh Shema Shah. Going back. The Psalms 34 and verse 6, it says, this poor man cried, and the Lord Yahweh Shema Shah heard him and saved him out of all his troubles. We're going to need deliverance. The times that we're in right now. How are we going to obtain that deliverance? Matter of fact, let's just get it over here. It's Hebrews 11 and verse 6. It says, but without faith it is impossible to please him. For he that cometh to the Most High must believe that he is, and that he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him. You see? So it's through faith. By grace are ye saved through faith. You see? And we know, so we're going to be saved through the faith that has been given unto us by Yahweh Shema Shah. We're going to be saved through faith. Lord willing, we're going to obtain that mercy through faith, because we have to believe that Yahweh Shema Shah is going to have mercy on us, man. You see? Continuing on, it says, for he that, where we at? For he that cometh to the Most High must believe that he is. See, me and the brother Kodah, was speaking on the phone the other night, and he was, speaking in the spirit on how the Lord is building us up, or the Lord puts us through different, trials and tribulations, so that we can ultimately know for a fact through faith that he is, man. That's why the Lord shows us certain signs in the spirit, That's why the Lord comforts us with certain things, Because the times that we're in, you have to know that he is. So the Lord does things in our lives, puts us through these different situations just to show forth his power, to show that he is, and how much more in the times when all hell break loose? How much more in a time of a famine? When pestilences is at an all-time high? When all-out chaos is just erupting in the streets? Massive abidance just everywhere. Death everywhere. You see? It's going to be through faith that we're going to escape the said peril, so to speak. You know, but we know that Yahweh Shema Shai is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him. You see? How you think our forefathers were saved? Through faith. That's what Hebrews the 11th chapter goes into. The faith of our forefathers, and how having that faith is why they were delivered in the first place. You see? Because it starts with faith. It says, the angel of the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai encampeth round about them that fear him. You see? Fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. And the fact that we have even been accepted to fear the Lord is beautiful. Because whoever despised him that feared and trusted in him, man, the Lord don't despise that. You see? So us fearing Yahweh Shema Shai will also, you know, have us get us delivered, so to speak. You know? It says, oh, taste and see that the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai is good. How are we tasting and seeing that the Lord is good? By the way of this truth that he is presenting unto us. By the way of these comforting words, this doctrine over here that's being preached at Great Millstone. That's how we're able to taste and see that the Lord is good. Blessed is the man that trusteth in him, and trusting in the Lord is the best thing to do, especially in these times. Because trusting in the Lord, that's where you're going to get that. That's how you're going to get that mercy. But Lord willing, that was edifying. I would like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, the men who taught me this truth. Peace and blessings be to the hopeful elect, you men, women, and little ones that believe on the words of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Shalom.